Hi, here on time, just about. Everything's muted. Hope everyone's good. Give me a second. I think that's everything. And I know I say this every time, but I think that's everything. Hiding Sierra, eating my shorts, also known as fish. It says Monroe County rival. Is that a team? Is that another team that that Palace are the rival of? Let me know. How you doing, Durwood? Hope you are good. Hope everything is good in the US. How you doing, Reluctant Gamer? Hope you're doing good also. Hope you're enjoying the Apple Watch. Fish has broken wind, which is important information. When that happens to you, since you're either in a fish tank or you're in the sea, when that happens, do you get bubbles or does something else happen? I'm a bit curious. I feel bad for Nuno going to West Ham. Yeah, I saw that today. To a certain degree, I feel bad, but I think to a certain degree, it's a positive because he's not at. There were some rumors that he might go to United, which if he's at West Ham, that's not going to happen. Fish says hi, baby. Appreciate that. And also IO. Are you coming to Madrid? As in me specifically, no. But I might visit there in the future. Hiding Mohammed. Mohammed says bonjour. Nice bit of French there. Hiding SH. Hoping for a win, but I can see it ending in a draw. My predictions are 1-0. I think it'll be 1-0. 1-0 win. Isak goal. That's my prediction. Crazy FC guy says, yo. How you doing? Crazy FC guy has eaten fish today. Well, that'll do everyone. That will do everyone a favor. Only team I would be okay with dropping points to is a draw to Palace. Yeah, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Looking at the table, is it 5 wins from 5? So it's it doesn't feel like it's 5 wins from 5. So if we drop points here, not the end of the world. I think we've got Palace in the cup again, haven't we? So we're going to end up playing them about 1,000 times this year. Mohammed says, why doesn't it let us watch Liverpool versus Crystal Palace? That is the joy of British syndication rules. Basically, they decided a long while ago that they'd make a lot more money if they just didn't show the games. Long story. Reluctant Gamer says, man, I saw that. I saw it when it was 1-0, and then I thought, okay, they may end up coming back. And then I think it was 2-0, and then 2-1, and then Fernandes had a penalty, didn't he? And he ended up missing the penalty. Which is interesting because Brentford have got Kelleher in goal, and it was always a thing where in 9 situations out of 10 you'd want Alisson in goal, but that one situation where you would not want Alisson was a penalty because Kelleher was that good. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised Kelleher saved it. It was a good save as well. It wasn't a Fernandes miss. Yeah, that Kelleher save made my morning better. 100%. Made my afternoon better. Reluctant Gamer is enjoying the Apple Watch. Nice. I got the AirPods. The AirPods are good. They are good. The noise cancellation is very good. The noise cancellation might be a bit too good. So sometimes if I'm crossing the street, I have to just look left and right that I don't get hit by a car that I can't hear. But they are pretty good. They've kicked off, but the referee stopped it. What's going on? Now they've kicked off properly. Figured I would wear the correct kit for this game. So Liverpool away. Going right to left. Fish says the Klein derby. Indeed it is. I don't think he's playing though, is he, for Palace? Crazy FC guy, no Eze Horror. Nah, that is true. He's now that he's at Arsenal. I think he got a goal the other day, didn't he? And it's funny. It's funny. You get goals when you actually get played. Was it the Man City game where he was on the bench, which was a bit weird? But yeah, let's see what happens there. Imagine Isak hat-trick. Ekitike could be gutted. Yeah, I'm glad that they didn't kind of seriously punish him or fine him or kind of anything like that, because it was a first mistake. So I'm glad they pretty much just said, okay, don't do it again, but we're not gonna fine you. That seems like the correct level of discipline. So Crystal Palace don't have Eze, but they have got Mateta. Kieran says, I love ya, Pep. Haaland is playing. Nice. He's in my fantasy team, so glad to hear that. Yeah, Man City against Burnley by the looks of it. Chelsea, Brighton, Brentford, Man U, that's already finished. Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Leeds, Bournemouth, Man City, Burnley. Fish says, Graham Potter to Górnik Zabrze. Would you take him? Would you take him at your team? I'll be honest with you. I think he's gonna stay away from management for a while, and then end up at United, which would be funny. Crazy FC guy says Rio save us. He's on the. You want him to come on in place of Wirtz. I think Wirtz is on the left today. I'm sure he'll get a bit. It's very laggy today, isn't it? See if I can. Refresh it. But yeah, I'm sure he'll come off the bench. Isak, Torres or Suarez, says Ikram. To be honest, Isak did very well at Newcastle, but he hasn't really had a Liverpool career yet. So I feel like you have to remove Isak from that discussion, if that's the correct word. But out of Suarez and Torres, I would go for Suarez. Anyone notice Naby Keita? I did not know that. Ferencvaros. What is that? Is that like a Spanish island or a Greek island or something like that? So what was his trajectory? So he came from Leipzig, then he went Liverpool, then his Liverpool contract expired, then he went Werder Bremen, I think. And I presume he got released from Werder Bremen and has now ended up at Ferencvaros. What is that actually? Oh, Hungarian professional team. Good for him. Kieran says, you're doing the Newcastle versus Arsenal game tomorrow. Indeed, I shall. I shall be here. I think it's 4:30, isn't it? So yeah, looking forward to that. Just this one today, and then if I just look, yeah, Newcastle Arsenal tomorrow. Then Galatasaray Liverpool on Tuesday, Champions League. Then Barcelona PSG on Wednesday. What's your prediction? Newcastle tomorrow versus Arsenal, St James's Park, 1-1. 1-1 maybe. Yeah, I reckon it will be a draw. But in terms of a score, I'd probably go 1-1. How about you? Crazy FC guy says Allison header 90 plus 9 trust. Well, it has happened before. It has happened before. So if it's happened once, it can definitely happen again. Okay, that's interesting. Verts, is that Verts or McAllister? I can never tell. Yeah, Vert's definitely on the left, so playing in Gakpo's position. I know that quite a few people have been disappointed with Gakpo lately, so hopefully they're happy with this. Isak not doing great at Liverpool because he hasn't had the minutes. True. I think he's done fine with the time he's had. He's not started a game yet, apart from this one. Got a goal the other day, Southampton. So yeah, I'm sure he'll get into the swing of things very soon. Mr. Default says United. How you doing? Was there a game today? Was there a United game today? I'm not sure. If there was a game, do you know what the score was? I've just been out today, so I've not seen anything. I'm not aware. Oh my god, you lost 3-1. Wow. That is surprising. Who were you playing? Was it like a big team like an Arsenal or something, or was it like a small team like a Brentford or something like that? I'm just curious. So was that? Oh wow. Oh, okay, did not know that. Yeah, that's I'm. I may actually have been aware of that. I may just have been trolling. Bruno says, sorry, Bruno. Mr. Default says Bruno missed another pen. Have you changed your feelings towards Bruno yet? If you recall, I did want him sold in the summer when we did the keep sell buy. Fish says that's a Hungarian team that Naby Keita's at. Makes sense. This game we'll see what Isak is about, says Reluctant Gamer. I think yeah. He's still getting up to fitness, but equally it's going to take a bit of time. He's on loan. It's a team in Hungary. That's Naby Keita. He played in the Europa League game this week. Nice. Do you know how he did? Corner to Crystal Palace. What the F was that? What the hell was that? Oh god, Jesus Christ! I'm gonna need to see that again because that was some sort of bizarre calamity at the back. It's my karma for pretending I didn't know what the Brentford result was, isn't it? It's literal karma. Why is Mark Gahey celebrating? Why are you celebrating? We literally fed you and clothed you and gave you a medical, and now you're celebrating against us. We should ask for our money back. Does that count as an assist by Gravenberch? Yeah, Crystal Palace goal, but assist by Gravenberch. So good for the old GA. God. It's alright, I'm not worried. All good. Gravenberch got the assist, so it's not the end of the world. Barcelona versus PSG would be good, but I heard Yamal is still injured. I heard his girlfriend got him injured. Oh, okay. How did that happen, or do I not want to know how that happened? It seems like I don't want to know how that happened. How you doing, Zame? Zame says, "How are you? Great to see Sepp Vandenberg, Hendo, and Kelleher put in a good shift today." Yeah, 100%. I didn't see the game. I saw that Kelleher made a save, which is always nice. Um, that was always the thing at Liverpool, where you'd always be happy Alisson was starting, but the one situation where you'd rather have Kelleher than Alisson was always a penalty, because Kelleher was amazing at penalties. But yeah, good to see that things are going well for them. Is that the team that Fabio Carvalho is at as well? Certainly could be. Certainly could be. Fish says, who's on the next match cover? The Arsenal one, I don't remember. Oh my god, what's his name? Mateta's through to Saar. But good save by Alisson near post. I think I'm proper behind. I'm going to try and find something that's a bit more up to date. The Arsenal game, I can't remember, but you wanted Torreira and Salah on the Galatasaray one, so I've done that. Kieran says, no way. That's probably in reference to the to the goal. Oh god. Isak was just a waste of money for you. I wouldn't go that far yet. I'd hate to be the not cutting my hair till Man United win 5 games in a row guy. Yeah, it's just he looks like one of those guards. You know the guards that you have outside Buckingham Palace. It's one of those. You should do not cutting my hair till Liverpool lose 5 in a row. To be honest, that might happen now because it's winter. So in winter I tend to actually no, that won't work because that means I probably wouldn't be able to cut my hair for a long time. Mr. Default says Isak isn't a waste. It's a few months into a 5-year contract. True. Even then, I think it's 1 month. So not particularly concerned. Yeah, good save by Alisson. A reluctant gamer says, "I hope Palace win. Sorry, hope you're still my friend." That's all right. It's understandable. If you support the Toon, then you will want Palace to win. You don't want to know how Yamal got injured. Is it one of those where you end up in, or should I say, where Yamal ended up in hospital with where he claims he slipped and fell on a cucumber? Because it sounds like it could be one of those. How you doing, Doge? I feel like that's one of those names that tries to catch you out. Oh yeah, that's quite a good one. He also has a brother who is knighted called Rate. City 1-0. My favourite scored. Can't be Haaland. Who scored? Esteve? Who's that? Maxime Esteve. Is he a new guy? Or was that some sort of own goal? Joseph Mohammed says, hi, how you doing, Joseph? Oh, I forgot to say, I got my glass. My glass with the straw. It's quite good. I wish the straw was longer. But not bad for like £2. Edit says, nah, early goals on fire. What's up, by the way? Long time no see. Yeah, all good. Not bad. I'm going on holiday next week, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, all good. How's things with you? Hope you're doing good. How you doing, Dale? AKA my favourite Everton fan says Man United, the gift that keeps on giving. Amarim must stay for our entertainment. Yeah, I think I always get curious when I hear noise outside because because normally there's never anyone outside. Hold on, I'm gonna snoop on my doorbell. I can't see anyone, so it must be someone far away. Doja, don't try to catch me out. to be fair, it took me a few seconds to work that out. I was like, Gabe, huh? I was like, what is it? And I was like, oh yeah. Slot got a yellow for leaving the technical area. When will they start doing that to Arteta? He's never in the box. That is true. I think that's the problem now. There's so many kind of little rules and kind of little modifications to the original set of rules. Um, the more of these kind of silly, why am I combining words? The more of apparently that happens when you think too far ahead. That's why you combine words. But anyway, the problem with a lot of these silly little rules is that the more silly they are and the more in volume they are, the harder they are to implement consistently. What the hell? Interesting. Fish says, who's on the Galatasaray PSG cover? I have no idea when that game is. They changed it to an old goal. Oh, who was the player that you wanted to score? Your favourite City player. Edit says, where bro, holiday? Canada. Going to Canada next week. Which means I probably need to start packing in the next few days. Reluctant Gamer says, Yamal's injury involved a cucumber. Okay. we'll leave it at that. Edit says, bro, Man United squad is good, but their manager tactics is letting them down. I agree. I think the second that they change to a 4-3-3, they'll suddenly start winning a few games. It's so obviously like a tactical imbalance because he calls it 3-4-3 or whatever, but it's not a 3-4-3. It's 5-2-3, which means he's got too many centre backs. Number one. Point number two, he's only got two central midfielders, and more often than not, he comes up against three central midfielders. Why is this? What's the delay? What's the delay for this bloody game? Is this happening to everyone or what? But anyway, more often than not, by playing two midfielders, he always gets overrun. He always loses the midfield battle. So I agree with you. I think their players are good and players are fine. The players are certainly not relegation form players. I think it's more a kind of tactical thing. What's your favorite pair of trainers? To be honest with you, I'm not so much a trainer guy. To be honest, I mostly just this is gonna sound kind of sad. I mostly just wear Skechers because they're comfortable, even though they look horrible. They don't look very fancy. I just wear Skechers, and like one pair of Skechers will generally last me a year, and then I throw them away. If that makes sense. Reluctant Gamer says, I'm thinking of booking a holiday. I never really been abroad. I was thinking Dubai or New York. What you think? I mean, yeah, good choices. I've never been to Dubai. New York is really nice. What I'd perhaps suggest is if you've never been abroad before, maybe go somewhere a bit more local first as like a test run. Maybe go to France, which is like an hour away, or maybe go to Dublin. The good thing about Dublin is everyone speaks English. You know what I mean? So I'd say maybe do like a test run somewhere nearby and somewhere cheap first. And then if you like it, and if you enjoy it, then maybe go a bit further. That's what I did. That's what I did, because there's certain things you have to get used to in terms of when you get to the airport and all the nonsense, if that makes sense. So I'd perhaps do it that way. Edit says, "Yo, did you know Rafinha is the first to get 60 plus GA after Messi and Ronaldo? Nice. Oh my God, Palace are through again. Thankfully, Alisson saves that. I did not know that, but that is pretty impressive. I'm proper behind, so I'm gonna quicken my pace. Foden makes sense. Mr. Default saying hi, get Ten Hag back. The thing is, I know we always say as a joke, players and managers do terribly at United, and then when they go elsewhere, we kind of see how good they are. But the thing is with Ten Hag, hasn't he been fired after 2 games at Leverkusen? So you probably don't want him back, to be fair. There must be someone out there. You can get this Palace manager, Oliver Glasner. He should be pretty good. Canada, crazy UK to Canada. Best of luck for your trip. Thank you. Looking forward to it. I'm 100% looking forward to it. I went to New York in like February, so it's similar sort of time frame. So should be okay. Fingers crossed. Pitch Pro says slot out. Should have accepted the 100 mil for Saudi. For who? Slot out. 100. Oh yeah. To be fair, when we were doing the keep sell buy in the summer, I did put Bruno in the sell category. Palace are dominating this game, I can't lie. Mateta just got the better of Kanate. Mateta really should have finished that. Alisson is saving our bacon time and again. And if you don't eat bacon like me, Alisson is saving our vegetarian bacon time and time again. This is getting embarrassing now. Like, it's okay, you concede, ha, Liverpool come back, but it's just Palace attack after Palace attack. Mateta just outmuscled Kanate, had a one-on-one, and thankfully Alisson saved us. It's annoying. Fish says, don't want you, need you, yeah. I need you. Oh, I'm not going to read that up. Got a feeling that you could be everything that I need. Tastes so sweet. Every sip. That's a good reminder, actually. Take a sip. I don't know where you get these lyrics from, but they're good nonetheless. Edit says, bro, Ekitike is better than Isak, and Wirtz has more talent, but he suits La Liga Prem. I don't know. Yeah. The thing is, like, it's been a month, so I'm reluctant to make any kind of serious conclusions. I mean, the flip side is Liverpool have won every single game, but I don't think they've been that good, if you know what I mean. So I'm kind of hesitant to make conclusions until, to be honest, I would even argue January is too early. Pitch Pro says slot out. Who would you get in instead, Pitch Pro? Would you bring in Daniel Sturridge as a player coach? Shadow Guy, aka Jonathan, says hi. How are you, Jonathan? Slot out. I can't wait to win the championships next season. But you think you'll actually win it? Do you think you'd actually win it with Amarim? With a normal manager, you easily would, of course. But with Amarim, would you win it? I mean, you'd get playoffs, but why is Mark Gahey playing so good? Like, stop. Tell him to stop. We literally fed him and we literally clothed him like a month ago for a medical. And now he's just throwing it back at us. Like, you stop. Stop playing so good. Derwood says, where are you from, reluctant gamer? He supports Newcastle, so he might be based around there, but also might not. That makes a big difference. I would say wait to go to New York. Oh yeah, yeah. Especially with the kind of current situation. Even with yeah, I would be hesitant to go to the US right now. But I think what I was saying earlier makes sense. If you've never traveled before, try somewhere local first. And by local, I mean maybe Paris or Spain or something. Liverpool are relying last minute goals. Indeed, they are. Why change the habits of a lifetime? Reluctant Gamer says, nah, Skechers, one of the best shoes ever made, bro. Yeah, they're super comfortable. Super comfortable. I do a lot of walking as well. And like I do have some like stylish trainers like Adidas and Nike and all that, but Skechers are super comfortable for long walks. So they're really good, but they only ever last a year. So in a way, it's like I'm not buying shoes. I'm paying a subscription if I have to buy them every year. It feels a bit like that. Edit says, do you remember that 16-year-old Arsenal wonder kid? Yeah, Max Dowman or something. Shadow Guy say, hi, it's anyone but Johnny. Indeed it is. Liverpool looking very disjointed. But yeah, how you doing? How is your Pokemon? How's your Pokemon game coming along? Chelsea 1-0, says Derwood. Who is it? Enzo Fernandez, 24th minute. Nice. Allison, man of the match, says Mr. Default. I mean, yeah. He's saved us multiple times already. Sounds like an interesting game. I'm gonna watch it. Is this the Liverpool Crystal Palace game? Are you only watching it because Liverpool are behind? which is understandable. Is Mamadashvili? Sorry, I don't know the spelling. That goalkeeper at Valencia, is he on Liverpool now? Yeah, he played the last game. It was an EFL Cup game, Liverpool versus Southampton a few days ago. So Mamadashvili was playing instead of Alisson. Looked pretty good. Isak is looking lively, to be fair. A reluctant gamer says, France, Dublin, I'm not interested. I've been to Pakistan. That's far distance, not a problem. Where would you rather visit, Dubai or New York or any other place? Okay, so you're familiar with longer flights. I went to New York. I really enjoyed it. I perhaps wouldn't go to the US right now. I mean, you can ask me in 2 weeks what Canada was like. That could be an option. Maybe somewhere in Asia. Maybe Japan or something. China. I went to Czech Republic a few months ago. Prague. That was nice. Maybe just Google things to do in the different countries, and then once you find one that has multiple things you want to do, then perhaps pick that one. Kieran says the teams that's scoring is who I want to win, but ain't the players I want to score. Understandable. Zabe says Kanate is having a shocker. Yeah, it was the was it Mateta? Was it Mateta that outmuscled him like a few minutes back? Kanate has these games, doesn't he? Like every 3-4 games, he'll do this. He'll have a shocker. Maybe that's why they're so reluctant to give him a contract, or at the very least reluctant to give him the fee that he wants. Edit says Madrid versus Liverpool. I'm so excited to see your face after we destroy you. To be honest, I'll probably laugh. I'm somebody who, when I'm annoyed, I laugh. Or should I say, at football, I laugh. You'll never see me annoyed. I also stream computer games. When I'm playing computer games, I get proper angry. So I'd say football doesn't really get me angry, but computer games get me proper angry. Like to the extent where you'll think it's a different person. Bournemouth second in the league, Palace third. Not surprised, to be fair. Both playing pretty well this season. Fish loves Podolski. I did call Podolski the other day and he told me that he loves you back. He said he doesn't quite love you. He doesn't quite love you as much as you love him, but he does love you. Reluctant Gamer is from Newcastle, which is the north of England. Jonathan, Shadow Guy is playing Pokemon Fire Red. I'm at the Victory Road. Is Victory Road the Elite Four, or is Victory Road the stage before the Elite Four? I'm thinking like 20 years back, but it's one of the two. If you like sketches, you may like New Balance and Asics. Good choice. I'll give them a look. For trainers, to be honest, these days my main priority is just how comfortable they are. But yeah, sketches are good, but they only last a year. I would avoid until the current situation gets themselves together. Yeah. It's the thing is, I was considering going. Like when I was planning this trip, I was considering maybe going San Francisco, somewhere like that. Because when you're from the UK, you have to apply for an ESTA, which is like a 2-year, which gives you 2 years of access. And my ESTA expires in March. So I was like, okay, actually, I could maybe go again before it expires. But yeah, with the current situation, I was like, I'll avoid. And additionally, I'll go to Canada, which they will love. So yeah, double impact. Edit says, Canada, why not? You could have gone 2026 summer when World Cup. I mean, I could go again, to be fair. The thing is with me, I like cold temperatures. So this year I've been holiday February, April, but then nothing in the summer because I don't like hot weather. So summer and like hot weather, I'm always at home. But cold temperatures, that's my jam. But if it's good, like I could go again. Because I think the UK electronic travel authorization, which is basically the visa waiver, that's valid for 5 years. So I could go again if it's good. Dr. Gamer says he'll keep that in mind. New York is a dream spot. Was thinking 7 days holiday. Cost 800, flights, hotel in Central, but I need to check the rates. Yeah, definitely. I stayed in Times Square, a Holiday Inn in Times Square. One night was about £9,500, which is really good. Because I was literally just down the road from Madison Square Garden. So the location I thought was fantastic. A lot of people were saying to me, don't stay in Times Square. Like it's really loud and noisy. But the thing is, like the buildings are so tall. You know, you'll be like sleeping on the 32nd floor. So you can't really hear anything. So I would recommend that. Yeah, Tokyo is another one. I would like to visit. Fish says, because I need you to need me. I'm empty. You feed me so refreshing. My little soda pop. You're all I can think of. Every drop I drink up. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Cool me down. You're so hot. I mean, I can't lie. I'm liking the lyrics about drinks because you're reminding me to hydrate. Even though I believe there's hidden meaning behind your lyrics, but I'm just taking them literally. Zaim feels sorry for Kirk as he is indeed very isolated on the left. He's trying his best. It's not quite coming out for him. The annoying thing is as well, like if a winger is isolated, just pass them the ball. Because if he's isolated, then by definition there's no one around him. So get the ball to him. Snowy Jam says, yo, how you doing? I hope you're good. Come on, Connor. I'm surprised Bradley's playing instead of Frimpong, but that's life. But saved. Corner to Liverpool. Edit says, today Real Madrid match. Are you streaming it or is it tomorrow? To be, I think they might be playing right now. Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid. Atletico 1-0 up. Unless what I'm looking at is old. Oh, this effing website logged me out. But I think they might be playing right now. Yeah, they are playing right now. It's the 22nd minute. Atletico 1, Real Madrid 0. Reluctant gamer still smells Liverpool winning this game. Is that going to be a hero? I'd go with that. I'm not too concerned at the moment. I think Isak's going to score. Ooh, Kanate goes close with a header. That's better. Some parts of Canada are a lot like US, but better and safer. New York is wonderful. Hopefully it still will be in a few years. Yeah. No, I hear ya. From what I could see, Toronto was like very similar to New York. Montreal, not so much, but as you said, yeah, certain parts. Yeah, reluctant gamer knows what I mean. Computer games get me more angry than football, yeah. Football, I'll maybe get a bit annoyed at most, but then I'll get over it. But with computer games, that's the type of thing that will bug me for hours. Because it's probably because for computer game, it's your effort, it's you doing the work, and so when it doesn't come off, you just get proper annoyed. Whereas with football, it's other people doing the work. So maybe that's the reason. Fish will not stop. I'm his soda pop. His little soda pop. That's good to know. How you doing, Pixel? Hope you're good. Hope all is well. Jonathan looks super happy. He says, "Show my comments." I have been. If something's not coming up, it's because you're typing something that YouTube is blocking because it's profane. And let's be honest, wouldn't be the first time. But other than that, if I scroll up, I can't see anything else. We were talking about the Elite Four. That's the last one from you. The Pokemon Fire Red. And then I was saying, yeah, Victory Road, is that the Elite Four? Or is Victory Road before the Elite Four? And then, yeah, the next one is that. So I'm like, what? What's going on? Leeds tied it up 1-1. Nice. Who scored for Leeds? So Semenyo scored and then Rodon equalised. How you doing, Eric? Hope you're good. I mean, based on this mess that I've been watching today, Palace deserve to be up. Palace playing with a lot more aggression. Oh my God, they almost scored another. A lot more aggression, a lot more intensity. Adam Wharton just casually skipping past half the team. Anthony's playing Pokemon Legends. Nice. Is that a new one? Is that like the new one for Switch? Yeah, 100% vibes. Zaim says Wharton or McAllister. I'd go for McAllister because he's done it for a longer time period. And he's also done it internationally. And he's also done it for different teams. So he's done it for Brighton, he's done it for Liverpool, and he's also done it for Argentina. But Wharton's good. A Pixel says, I don't know why you're worried. You know you'll get a last minute equalizer. Yeah, true. To be honest, I'm not particularly concerned. Like, the performance has been poor, but they will get a jammy goal at the end. Saar is on the right hand side. Good defending by Van Dijk. Junior says hi. How you doing, Junior? Mr. Default says this performance is amazing. I get more enjoyment watching other teams play. That is understandable given the context. NP19 says we are awful at football. I won't lie. It hasn't just been this match. It's been other games as well where they've played poorly, but have managed to get results. And I think the results, to a certain degree, I don't want to say have papered over the performances, because I feel like that's such a cliche these days. But they have maybe masked the performances, which was perhaps a lighter way of expressing the same sentiment. So this isn't the first time they've been rubbish, but there's a long way to go. Okay, now Liverpool are finally using the left-hand side, that entire block of the pitch that they just refused to use for the first 40 minutes. Oh God, it's like Palace going forward, they look stronger and fitter, but also defensively they just look stronger and fitter. And then Liverpool end up playing it back to Alisson. Charlotte says, rank these legends for free kick. Gerrard, Alonso, Risa, 66. Maybe the order that you have it in. Yeah, South Africa. That's definitely an option. How long's the flight though from UK? Because South Africa is near Australia, isn't it? And Australia is like a mission away. But it is a good option. What I find as well, like with holidays, sometimes you can just procrastinate too much. And then if you procrastinate too much, like I used to do, then you just end up not going anywhere. So sometimes it can be easier just to kind of book somewhere and then say, okay, I've booked it now, I've paid for it now. Now I need to plan my itinerary. Anthony's got the rarest Pokemon card in the world. It's called Test Print Blastoise. Oh, is it Test Print because they didn't mean to release it? So does it say like test over it or something? I've got Blastoise on the wall here, but it's a reprint. It's a reprinted version. NP19 says the whole midfield have been shocking. Yeah, the midfield and Kanate. And to be fair, the forward line hasn't really done much either. But equally, if the midfield ain't doing their thing, it makes things a lot harder. 10 minutes of injury time, because clearly just 45 minutes of torture are not quite enough. Doesn't seem like Liverpool will be netting one before half time. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible they get a jammy lucky goal, I can't lie. Animal Cross. I've never played Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley or Harvest Moon. To be honest with you, are they good? I know. Those games are very popular. Animal Crossing. Is that like where you create a farm? Stardew Valley. I've seen it, but never played it. And Harvest Moon also never played it. No creativity. Need to see Verts doing what he does best. That is true. He's a bit ostracized on the left there. Hannah says, hi, how you doing? Hope you're good. So we're at like 47 minutes, but it's 10 minutes of injury time, right? So we got, I can't even bloody count. These are 8 minutes left. Have you played the new Skate 4? I have not. It's on Game Pass, I think, so I could download it, but I haven't. I might have to give it a try. I think my next game, when I come back from holiday, it's probably going to be Silent Hill F. Is that Silent Hill F that's out now? Maybe a month or two ago, I played the Silent Hill 2 remake. That was very good. And Silent Hill F looks like it's the same engine. You just play as a Japanese girl instead of that blonde guy. So that's probably the one I play next. I was playing Dying Light, the Beast, last week, and it's good, but there's certain things I just do not like about it. So I might put that aside and try Silent Hill. We do need Ekatike. He does offer something different. How you doing? Cyrillin says it's a good test for us to see if we can come back. That is true as well. That is true. You need to, things don't always go the way that you want. So you need to show you need to show that Van Dijk goes wide. You need to show that you can come back from adverse situations, which you obviously can do. Come on, Sabo. Yeah. 100%. To be fair, they are trying. It's just not quite coming off. But the thing is, I've seen this pattern before. Quite often teams will do this to Liverpool. And it reminds me a bit of the Newcastle game, I think, to a certain degree, where kind of quite often teams will do this. But then in the second half, that team gets a bit more tired. They get a bit more lethargic. Good play by Isak there. So Bosley to Salah, just slightly overhits it. But you know what I mean? So quite often the teams that defend very resolutely and are very aggressive in the first half, they just can't keep that up in the second half. Pixel says you got a skate with me. Is it multiplayer, that one, skate? I always presumed it was single player. I'll have to learn the ropes though. Is it very much like Tony Hawk? Do you just skate around a city and you've got to rack up points, that sort of thing? Palace are through again. Where's the right back? Is the right back on holiday? So Bosley falls over. Mateta, oh my god, Mateta hit the bar. That was a very good shot. Mateta had Alisson beat, to be fair there. But he hit the corner. It looked like his shot hit the corner. So not necessarily the bar, but like, the corner where the post meets the bar. So if that was slightly lower, that's 2-0. Or maybe it was the post. It's hard to see when the ball's going that fast, but and that hit the inside of the post as well. Liverpool lucky that didn't go in. Giant says, what's up? I think nothing much. All good. All good. Can't complain. How about you? How's things with you? Why are so many people visiting people today? That's so bizarre. But I hope you're good, Giants. Rank these defenders for influence in Europe. Van Dijk number 1. The remaining 3, I don't really remember having much of an influence in Europe. Maybe Van Dijk, Hippier, Carragher, Agger, but I don't know. I mean, it depends how you qualify the words influence in Europe. If Liverpool lose, you have to try Coronation Chicken. I would rather wear a Man United shirt and paint and a tattoo GGMU on my forehead than eat that yellow stuff. The whole damn team is back on international break, yeah. that is true. The thing is as well, they don't really have an excuse, because against Southampton it was pretty much a completely changed lineup. So these players should be fresh, but they're playing like they've been playing 3 games a week for a month. But again, I might end up looking silly, but number 1, that wouldn't be the first time. And number 2, I think Palace will tire in the second half, because you can't keep up this intensity for 90 minutes. Nobody ever does. Would you rather explore deep ocean or outer space? I mean, both of them, but Salah saved by Henderson. But it's got to be outer space, right? Other planets, other galaxies. Why is Palace away such a hard game? To be honest, they're a good team. Good team. Tactically set up very good. Good defender in Mark Gahey. Good midfield in Wharton. Good striker in Mateta. The right back's pretty good as well. Is it Munoz his name? So they got good players. You heard it here first. Next stream Liverpool shirt. Indeed it will be. Onana has more GA than Wirtz this season, and Wirtz has more saves than Onana this season. Perhaps they should switch positions. What was that? Was that Conor Bradley? Will Slot rotate Salah more that Wirtz and Isak are available? To be honest, probably not. I mean, rotate perhaps in the cup games, like Carabao Cup, that sort of thing. And in those games, he'd probably rotate him in favour of, say, Chiesa on the right and then Rio on the left. But to be honest with you, in Premier League and Champions League, probably won't rotate him. Damn, Saar needs to like proper brush his teeth, man. Is that the first half? Is that the half over? Thank the Lord. I can set this back to 45. That was trash. But it is what it is. I'm sure the second half will be slightly different. Do you think it's possible for Liverpool to score? I think so. Yeah, I think in the second half, Crystal Palace will, because we've seen this happen before. So quite often in the first half, the other team is very aggressive. In the first half, the other team looks more fit. In the first half, the other team looks faster, which is nice. But typically, teams can't keep this up for a long time. So in the second half, teams will tire. Teams will get more tired, which opens up space, which Liverpool can exploit. So I think they will score in the second half. What also helps as well, when this has happened before, the manager gives them a good telling off at half time. I think he also wags his finger at them, and then that gets them to perform better, to be a fly on the wall in that locker room. Yeah, it wouldn't be pleasant. You're gonna have to cover your ears. The thing is, I would hope that you also wouldn't need to be in the locker room. Like, I'd hope you could hear them from a few doors down. Jonathan says, where is Sonny? I don't know. Completely disappeared off the face of the earth. I did try... I think I tried following him just to see if he's alive. But let's see what happens. Hopefully he pops back. The thing is, the kind of morbid thing is as well, like, I had to go to like an old stream to kind of find him, and the last thing he said is, I can't remember now, but it wasn't encouraging, should we say. But yeah, hopefully he's good. I think that's the most important thing. Ikram says, hard facts, strawberry, blueberry or raspberry, they're all good. Maybe strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, but to be honest, they're all nice. Should have gotten his IG, says Jonathan. Possibly. Oh, Man City's 1-1. I think somebody mentioned before. Anthony equalised for Burnley. Leeds 1-1. Palace 1-0, as we know. And Chelsea 1-0. How you doing, Dan? I hope you're good. Hope all is well in Banbury. Orange Cat says impossible. I don't know about impossible. I think they'll definitely get at least a goal in the second half. Simon says, get Konate gone, horrible player. I can't lie, seeing him get out-muscled is a bit discouraging. It's like that should be your thing. And especially to get out-muscled by a striker. Like you'd like to presume, okay, the defender's going to be stronger and the striker's going to be faster. The thing is, this often happens with Konate. He'll have a few good games. Maybe 3, maybe 4. And then the 4th game will be a stinker. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Pattern repeating itself for the next God knows how long. SofaScore is good, the website. The only thing that annoys me is sometimes there's too much going on at the same time. Sometimes I just want to know who the goal scorers are, and it's like, here's a graph about them. I don't want a graph. Just show me who scored. So it's good. There's perhaps a bit too much detail, but it is what it is. Liverpool biggest mistake not spending on defenders. I think especially given that Leone, who's the defender that they did buy, is now injured for the season. So they bought one defender, like a youngster, who tore his ACL on his first game. So he's out for a year. So now Liverpool only have Van Dijk, Konate and Joe Gomez for the entire season, because let's be honest, they're not going to buy anyone in January. Simon says, bring Gomez on, he's so horrible. But that's just replacing horrible with more horrible. Ideally, we should be able to bring on the guy who's playing for the other team. Max says, what's your thoughts on the game? To be honest, rubbish. If you haven't seen it, you haven't missed anything of any value. To be honest, I'm jealous you didn't have to see it if you've not seen it. Liverpool looking very slow. Liverpool looking very tired. Liverpool looking like they just ate a Sunday roast like 5 minutes ago and are now trying to run around. But I do think they'll come back into it second half. Shadow Guy says, RIP my friend, my twin, my favourite person on this channel. That's a bad. I take offence to that, but that's fine. I will miss you, Sonny, to my grave. I'm sure he misses you too. Graham says, nailed it. Thing is now with Leone, normally when one ACL goes, the other one goes too. I mean, I hope not. The thing is, players have come back from ACLs. Van Dijk came back from an ACL. I think Wirtz came back from an ACL. I think Isak might have had an ACL as well. So thankfully, it kind of medical treatment of ACLs is a bit better these days. Something about Galatasaray. Well, we are playing Galatasaray on Tuesday, so that should be fun. Is Arne Slot making the right decisions as manager? I guess we will find out soon enough. Mr. Default says Liverpool going down. It's possible. Do you reckon Liverpool 18th or 19th? I think Liverpool 18th. Maybe United 19th. Maybe Southampton 20th. 20th, nah. In a league with United in it, I can see Liverpool 18th, United 19th. We are so bad, we should be 5-0 down. I can't lie, they have played terribly this half. Maybe not 5-0, but 2-0 I can understand. 3-0 I wouldn't be too mad about. But I reckon they'll come back second half. Crystal Palace, as I've been saying, are very intense, but you can't keep up that intensity for 90 minutes. They're going to get tired. And not just tired physically, also tired mentally. Galatasaray Liverpool match on Tuesday, indeed. LeBron not particularly happy with the performance. Yeah, they've been rubbish. Worst I've seen. Yeah, this season. I think you can make that argument. Cyril says City, United, Chelsea going down. That would be nice. We could probably get Haaland, because quite often when teams go down, you can get their players for a reduced fee. So I think if that happened, you could get Haaland for a reduced fee. And I think from Chelsea, you could maybe get Enzo for a reduced fee. And from United, you wouldn't want anyone. Oh, it's 2-2 in this Atletico Madrid Real Madrid match. Who scored for these guys? Lenormand scored for Atletico, then Mbappe and Gula for Real Madrid, and then Soloth. 2-2 is not bad. Hussein says, what kept happening in the crowd? I can't remember. I can't remember, to be fair. It was mentioned previously, but I can't remember. Jonathan will miss Sonny more than me. That's your opinion. James says Liverpool are playing bad. They are. They've looked very slow, very lazy. The only kind of positive is to a certain degree. I don't think Palace will be able to keep up this level of intensity for 90 minutes. Liverpool haven't really been running much, which makes me think they're going to have more energy in the legs. You know what I mean? Like if we had to look at fitness, or not fitness, what's the word? If you had to look at like energy levels remaining, I think Palace maybe 50%, Liverpool maybe 80%, if you know what I mean. So I think things will look a bit more balanced in the second half. Jonathan says it's been a while since I called you Mamacita. I was hoping you'd forget about that, but it is what it is. Mr. Default says Ollie wanted to buy Haaland for 12 million before he became a baller, but the Glazers said no. But let's be honest, if he did buy him for 12 million, he would never become a baller. He became a baller at... Did you want to buy him from Leipzig? You could argue that he kind of developed a lot at Dortmund. That's where he made that transition. So if he'd skipped Dortmund and he'd gone straight to United, his career perhaps would not have followed the same trajectory. Vlad says Palace 3-0 on counter. Could happen. I'm just holding on to hope that Palace will tire in the second half. I don't think Liverpool have exerted much of their energy yet, but I think Palace have exerted their energy. It's like a boxer. It's like in a boxing match. So Palace have been throwing like 20 punch combinations for 5 rounds, but Liverpool have had their guard up. So hopefully Liverpool can now start throwing combinations as Palace tire. Gakpo is talking to Slot, probably in Dutch. They don't even have like a proper entrance from the pitch at Selhurst Park. It's literally like a tent that you'd buy from B&Q. It should be 100%. I haven't done anything. That is true. Gakpo is a bowler. I like Gakpo. I like Cody. I'm glad he's got rid of that silly blonde hair. The standard black hair I think suits him better. But he's on the pitch now. I wonder who he's coming on for. I like Gakpo, but he's too robotic. Yeah, you know he's gonna cut inside, but the thing is, it works. So it's one of those weird things where you know it's you know he's gonna do it, but he still manages to do it. Yeah, he did have blonde hair. It was some sort of bet he had where if Liverpool won the league, he'd dye his hair blonde, and unfortunately he did it. I didn't think it looked good. Jonathan has to go. Take care, Jonathan. Second half is kicked off. We will now see if I was accurate or if I was chatting nonsense. Either one's possible. But let's see. Come on, show the timer so I know. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. Leeds 2-1 against Bournemouth. Longstaff with the second goal. Bradley is off and Gakpo's on. Oh wow! So Szoboszlai is going right back. See, this is good now. This is good. This is a attacking substitution. Szoboszlai's gone right back. Wirtz is in the middle. Wirtz skips past two players, takes a shot, falls to Kirkes. McAllister. Oh, that almost went in. That almost went in. Do you think we're going to bring a comeback? I do. I 100% do. Mr. Default says Wirtz is the next James Bond. I don't think Jadon Sancho is willing to give that roll up. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? That's a loaded question. I'm not too fussed about kind of living in a certain place because you can always just go on holiday, if you know what I mean. The pressing was shocking. It seems to be better in the first 2 minutes, can't lie. Liverpool have gone a lot more attacking. Szoboszlai right back. Oh my god. Oh! Szoboszlai right back. Wirtz number 10. Gakpo on the left. Slot is going for it. I'd live in Italy. Nice. Whereabouts in Italy? I am going to Italy in December. I've never been before. But yeah, this is a encouraging setup now. Simon will pick Dubai. Could Bradley win man of the match? I mean, considering he's been substituted off at right back, probably not. McAllister to Salah. Isak. Is that corner? But not to get anyone excited, but I have seen... Oh, Salah might have just been offside there. But I have seen more in the first 3 minutes than the entirety of the first half. So yes, time to celebrate. I'm going to cry if you win or equalize with another pen. But those are two separate outcomes, right? So would you cry if Liverpool win? Would you cry twice? Like once for the equalizer and once for the winning goal? Three times. Fair enough. No, I appreciate the honesty. Red card Chelsea again. They are developing some serious behavioural concerns. Who was it this time? Who's been sent off this time? It can't be the keeper because he's banned. Chalobah, professional foul, last man. Amarim to Liverpool. Here we go. Can he play centre back? If he can play centre back, we might need him. Palace playing with quite a deep low block, but I guess that's what you'd expect. It's annoying, but it's equally it's what you'd expect. It's like, bro, if you've got two players around you, Verts, Gakpo, just wide, but better. Verts looking a lot better in the centre. For me, he doesn't really have the raw pace to play out wide, but looking better so far. Keeper is playing only banned for. Again, I can never keep up with the inconsistency of the rules. Sometimes they do get banned, sometimes they don't get banned. It's one of those things. Oh my God, Mateta 1-on-1. Again, Alisson saves Liverpool again. Oh God. We got Sunderland at home next week, another hard match. That is true. I think after Sunderland, you've got Brighton under 13s. I think that could also be a tough fixture. McJury says 3-1 Liverpool. That's your prediction. Yeah, good prediction. I'm gonna go for 2-1. I go for 2-1, but 3-1's even better. 3-1's even better. For real. 100%. That shirt is dope, says Charlotte. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's the away kit. Cengiz from Netherlands says, hello bro, how you doing, Cengiz? Hope you're good. No way. It's probably in reference to the score. So it was a very strong first half by Palace, but Liverpool are coming back into it in the second half. Mr. Default is off to play skate, and he's probably going to skate off a building so that he doesn't have to remember his team. But that's understandable. But yeah, enjoy. I might have to give skate a go because seems to be quite a popular game. they'll have me use. Cengiz says Liverpool can make it 1-1 always. Yeah, I think they'll definitely come back into it. Teams teams tend to come out very aggressive against Liverpool in the first half, but then in the second half they struggle to keep up that intensity. Jeremy Frimpong enthusiast says absolutely dreadful from Liverpool. I mean, the first half, yes. I'd also ask why you were not playing, because I think you specifically would have done a much better job than Conor Bradley. But now Conor Bradley's off, Szoboszlai's on. Cengiz says 80 minute 1-1. 80 minute 1-1, 85 2-1. Would that be within the realms of possibility? Oh my god, Wharton is just in so much space. Louis' prediction is 4-2. Wow. So is that 2 for Palace, 4 for Liverpool? I wouldn't mind that, because that means we'd have another 5 goals. 4-2 for Liverpool. Can't lie, I'd be happy with that. Liverpool would not deserve a 4-2, given how the first half went. But to be fair, they're playing a lot better in the second half, I think. Which Liverpool player would be the worst dancer? Joe Gomez, I think. I remember I saw some sort of video somewhere, I think on YouTube, where he said he doesn't like dancing. Ooh, that's got to be a booking at least. Kamada on Gravenberch. Free kick maybe 30, 35 yards out, right hand side. Ooh, good save by Henderson. Cengiz says no way, goes A. God bless Liverpool indeed. Yeah, definitely a lot more, I think, urgency in the second half. Oh God, how's he missed that? Wirtz should have really scored that. It was a cross by Szoboszlai, but he decided to shoot it right at the keeper. Yeah, how hasn't he scored that? He just went right centrally. I think you put that slightly to the right, slightly to the left, that goes in. Cengiz says Liverpool gonna not lose. The clock is ticking. Yeah, I don't think they'll lose. These first 15 minutes, they've done a lot more. Gakpo, it's tough when like there's 9 players in Palace's box. Very little space for a shot to actually get through. Is Gakpo better on the wing or centrally? 100% on the wing. Never really liked him centrally. I'd say specifically on the left wing, because you can do his cut inside thing. Edit says, bro, was watching Madrid derby way better than this 2-2. Yeah, I saw. Half time now. So it was Lenormand, then Mbappe, Gula. I think Longley then had a goal disallowed, and then Soloth. So yeah, four goals in that game. Liverpool have been coming back into this, but yeah, I'd say that game certainly there's a lot more going on. Simon has lost it with Konate. I'm actually, to be honest, I think his mind might be in Madrid. He's playing with 66 syndrome. If you remember last year, 66 would have a tendency to fall asleep. Konate seems to be doing the same. Giovanni says hi. How you doing? Oh God, this is the problem with the high line. The Palace will probably score that. Oh, but Szoboszlai defends it. Palace making a sub. Wharton's coming off. Well, that's a relief. Ikram says Jones, Bacecic or Gravenberch. It would have to be Gravenberch solely. Not sure what that means. Konate's had a terrible game. Like he doesn't seem to be concentrating. His mind is elsewhere, and I think specifically where his mind is with your team. he's probably thinking about Madrid. And it says nah, cry live. Yeah, the score thing might be accurate at the end. Problem Child says Konate needs to give Leone his ACL. It's a good suggestion. Konate doesn't need his ACL if this is how he performs. Reese says, I'd accept this loss. Need a rude awakening so we'll actually play some good football. Thinking of the bigger picture. The second half, like if it's any consolation, the second half has been a lot better. Clock is ticking, says Cengiz. Indeed it is. Edit says, nah, Trent ain't starting over Carvajal. Bro is cooked, yeah. Ooh, Isak. Just wide, but better. So what's happening with Trent then? Is he like a permanent backup player for you now? Is he a permanent bench player? What's the situation with Trent? Because you are paying him a lot of money. Mars Spencer. Not quite Marks and Spencer, but close enough. Do you think Liverpool can win here? Yes. I'm going to go for yes. Simon's turned it off. So Jones is on for McAllister. That's... If I speak, I'm in big trouble. Liverpool king of late goals. Remember, chat? Oh God, are we going to need 2? Oh, saved by Alisson again. Yeah. Hopefully we can get 1 now and then a winner later. Edit says he's better as a right midfielder than a right back, but I'd rather play Arda. So, in terms of your preference, then would you rather have him on the bench? Header by Gakpo goes over. I like his chemical reaction with Bellingham. But in terms of your starting team, would you like not have him in the starting lineup then? Would you keep Trent on the bench? Problem child would take a 1-1. I would in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, if it's still 1-0, then I would. I think for now I'm still holding on for a win. Cengiz says it will be a draw. A draw is like the most likely, to be honest with you. Palace do look a lot more tired than the first half. Kamaru Usman, Leon Edwards, or Kobe Covington. Slip of the tongue. I'll go with that order. You'd have to put Usman number 1. And I know Edwards beat him twice, but I'm more thinking of welterweight legacy. Cengiz says Real Madrid gonna win. It's 3-2 now though to Atletico. It's 3-2. Julian Alvarez penalty. So they'd have to score 2. Currently, Carvajal with experience, I would choose him. But in 1 to 2 years, it will be the starter over Carvajal. I see. So you keep him as a backup for now, but then you'd have him kind of take over as a starter. Once he's a bit more experienced in the league. That's better from Kanate. Today's the opposite. Poor in the first half, better in the second. Yeah, I think that's fair. Edits is going to continue watching Madrid. Enjoy. How might the 20 million Kirkby Academy redevelopment influence Liverpool's future strategy? I mean, they've invested in the youth setup, I think, with the kind of intention that they can bring more youth players through. And so if you bring more youth players through, that's less money you need to spend on transfers, quite simply. I mean, I know that Rio Ngamoa wasn't a Liverpool youth player. And neither was Trey Neone. But I think the thinking is develop more talent in-house, then you have to spend less money. Abdul says, we don't look like we can score today. It hasn't quite come together yet. First half, I'd say in the first half, it would be beyond that. It would be, we don't look like we can string 2 passes together today. Like first half was, we don't look like we can count to 10 today. It was that bad. Thankfully, second half is better. I still think Liverpool will score, but it will be tough. 2-2 prediction, not bad. Brighton tied it against Chelsea, 10 men. Not Lavia, Welbeck. Palace bogey team. Yeah, Palace are good. And we've got Palace in the next round of the cup as well. of all the teams. Chiesa's coming on and Frimpong's also coming on. So Liverpool are going for it. Charlotte says facts. I can't deny that at all. Me neither. Ilya says, hi bro, how are you? I'm good, how are you? I'm not surprised the way United played today. But Bruno, man, it was a good penalty, but it made it so obvious where he was going. Yeah, this is the Brentford game earlier. 3-1. I didn't see it, but I saw the penalty, and yeah, he kind of projected that he was going to go to the left, and then Kelleher kind of dived there. The thing is with Kelleher as well, like he used to be Liverpool goalkeeper, and he was always very good at saving penalties. But yeah, another loss. Like, how was the performance? Were you happy with the performance? Or was it a justified loss, if that makes sense? Abdul says, come on, Liverpool, need a goal. Need a goal and would like 2 goals. So, if I think the must-have is at least 1, but the nice-to-have is 2. Yeah. But a goal is the starting point. Who's that? Jones to Sabazlai? Oh, for God's sake. Why is Mark Gahey defending so much? He needs to calm down. He's gonna be joining us soon. Tunahan says Liverpool will score 10 minutes later just away. I agree with you. I think Liverpool will score. My prediction was an Isak goal. Gakpo with a shot saved by Henderson. Ikram says facts. Cengiz says 10 minutes. You think there'll be a goal in 10 minutes? Abdul is praying for a goal. Oh, we're doing all we can, so we just need the 11 on the pitch to now perform a bit better. A lot of long balls, I can't lie. A lot of very long passes. Ilyas says, at the start of the game, we deserved to lose. Went down 2-0 early. But Sesko pulled one back, and it was an okay performance. But at least a draw, I would say, performance-wise. Okay, fair enough. So you think the performance was decent? So if the performance was decent, perhaps unlucky to lose. The thing is, though, I think unless Amorim changes his tactics, I think this is going to kind of continue to happen. Vert's coming off. Who's number 14? Is it Chiesa? Chiesa coming on. I think he just needs to play like 4-3-3 or maybe 4-2-3-1 or even like 4-4-2. Kanate is coming off for Frimpong. Wow, Liverpool going proper attacking, which kind of makes sense because Palace defending very deep, so they perhaps don't need 2 centre-backs. Tunahan says, what do you think about Galatasaray match? Do you think Liverpool's going to win easily? I don't think easily, no. I think Galatasaray are at home, aren't they? I think any Champions League game is a tough game. Liverpool needs that type of player. Someone who, until the day he signs, play for his home team 100%. Yeah, that's a fair point. I'm criticizing Mark Gahey for the exact opposite of what I'm complaining about Konate. So for Konate, I'm like, yeah, his head's in Madrid. But for Gahey, I'm like, why is he still playing? So there, that's a bit. It's a bit ironic and two-faced. Cengiz says Arne Slot is the best. He's got 15 minutes to prove it. Yuri's predicting 1-1. I'm still holding out for a 2-1. But in the next 5 minutes, I might take a 1-1. Best coach, says Cengiz. Abdul says Galatasaray will be tough. We're just conceding too many at the moment, but hopefully we get the win. Yeah, I think any kind of Champions League game, especially away from home, where you've got to travel to a different country, it's always tough. But I think Liverpool will win, but it won't be easy. So Bosley cross. How'd you put a cross in and then everybody misses the ball? Like, you put a cross in and like one head misses the ball, like, you understand. But when you put a cross in and like 3 heads miss the ball, it's like, what's going on? So Bosley should have scored, but Salah decides to clear it. What the hell? Cunha made a brilliant Rabona pass to Dogu about 30 minutes. Just seeing the replay here. So Bosley with the shot. But it's getting better. Made a brilliant Rabona pass to Dogu, 30 meters far, whilst facing his back to goal near the halfway line. That's encouraging. So there are at least some encouraging signs. Kind of irrespective of the results. Galatasaray lost AZ Alkmaar, is that 5-1? Well, that makes me feel a bit better about Tuesday's game. Or was it Frankfurt? They better equalise a win before injury time. I don't think the rivals will like how much time will be added. Yeah, probably. This has Liverpool late goal written all over it. From your judgment of the 6 game week so far, predict your top 4. Liverpool, Arsenal, City. The 4th one, I'm a bit unsure about. But if you want the easy solution is to say Chelsea, but Chelsea seems to be going through a crisis. Reluctant Gamer says, you still losing, just came back. Indeed we are. The encouraging thing is the second half's been a lot better. I think they got a proper hard telling off at half time. But they need to convert that into a goal now. Liverpool have gotten lucky all season. Their luck has run out. It's possible. I mean, even though Liverpool have 5 games, 15 points, I agree that the performances haven't really matched that. So I think there is some truth to what you're saying. Clock ticking, 5 minutes. We're on 78-12. If yous get 2 goals, you will not be happy. The thing is as well, like, even if Liverpool get 2 goals, it's one of those where, like, you're happy with the win, but you'll be like, we played rubbish. Did we really deserve that? You know what I mean? Crystal Palace does well against yous here. And lucky us, we have Crystal Palace again in the EFL Cup. So they did the EFL Cup draw for the 4th round a few days ago. Liverpool get Crystal Palace. Chelsea drawing, yes. Was it Welbeck that equalised for Brighton? I think Liverpool will get 10 minutes added time. I think the more added time Liverpool get, the better. I think Crystal Palace have started to tire a little bit. Started to look a bit more tired. So I think naturally the more time you get against a tired team, the better it is. That's a good option. Spurs. Newcastle outside shout as well, I think. How's Isak doing? Maybe a stupid question as he's not scored. Has he had any chances? He's had a couple of chances. I mean, the issue is to a certain degree. I say issue, but like Palace are defending like very, very deep. But I'm hesitant to call that an issue because it's just their style. Like if they're 1-0 up against Liverpool, they're unlikely to commit many players forward. But Slot has gone more attacking, so he's taken Kanate off. He's brought Frimpong on. So he is going for it, if anything. Abdul says, you make your own luck in this league. It's one of those we take that all day long, but we struggle against Palace. Don't know what it is, just hate them. Yeah, that's a fair point as well. I mean, if it's the same team repeatedly winning, then perhaps it's not just luck, but perhaps there is something in. Ooh, Salah. Like you've got 20 teams in the league. If it's one team that has won every single game, it's very unlikely that one team would have luck every single time. So I get what you're saying. Like they must be doing something to create that luck. Reluctant Gamer says, I won't be happy for Liverpool. I won't be happy if Liverpool get 2 goals, but I'll be happy for you though. I'll take that. That's good enough. That's good enough for me. Frimpong to Jones. Jones just runs into the not Jones. Chiesa. Chiesa just runs right into the player. How many games are Ekitike banned? I hope he gets to play Champions League. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. I was wondering that today. Not too sure. I mean, for taking your shirt off, I hope it's not anything silly. Is Arne Slot making the right decisions as manager? Well, he's gone a lot more forward thinking. He's taken Kanate off. He's taken Bradley off. He's brought Frimpong on. He's moved Szoboszlai up. So he is going for it, I guess you could say. One game ban for Ekitike. Fair enough. I know I was saying the whole they need to make the red cards consistent. But even then, again, a booking for taking your shirt off. It's just one of those silly rules that I don't think should be a rule. Brighton 2-1. Wow. And Chelsea are at home as well. So Brighton scored in the 92nd minute. Come on, Rio. We are relying on a child again. We're relying on a child. Here comes the child. The child is coming on for Isak. I mean, I presume Rio is going to be on the left. Rio is on the left. Gakpo central, it looks like. Chelsea losing, let's go. Yeah, Chelsea are not having the best time at the moment. They lost to United when they got their keeper sent off. And they're losing to Brighton today where they got Chalobah sent off. So they're having trouble winning, but also having trouble keeping 11 players on the pitch. Bournemouth tied against Leeds 2-2. Quite a few late goals in these other games. We're seeing goals in 90 plus 2 in quite a few. Hopefully we get the same. Absolutely. City cooking. They should have drew against Arsenal. I see Liverpool winning the league. Whether you lose today, yeah. I agree. Chiesa. Oh, just wide. Just wide. Have they moved the post? You'd think so. You'd think they've moved them in slightly because everyone just kind of keeps on hitting it wide. And like the same kind of degree of wideness, if you know what I mean. It's always like a meter wide. Saved by Alisson. If you could live in a fictional universe, which one? I would pick a universe where Liverpool can score. But I do think they'll get a goal. Gravenberch. Oh, goal! Is it Chiesa? Was that Chiesa? Has Chiesa saved our vegetarian bacon again? I need to change these lights to like flashing lights where they can kind of flash when somebody scores. Abdul says, "Get in, you Reds. Get in, Chiesa." He's he's coming to the rescue again. Let's go. Come on, we're gonna get a winner now. If we get a winner today, I am doing the lottery. And then when I win the lottery, I'm sharing it with all of you. Dawood says, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Abdul's prayers worked. Oh, why are they doing a VAR check? I've literally just changed the score. That's not a handball. Why are they checking VAR? That's not a handball. Why are they checking? Okay, that is a handball. To me, that is a handball. If I'm honest. Oh, I think that's gonna be given as a handball. That to me, that's a handball. Oh, to me, that's a handball. God. Does that stand? If that stands, that's ridiculous because that is a clear handball. Is it given? I've got no audio. Is that safe to say? Pretty lucky there. How you doing, Michelle? Hope you're having a good weekend. Abdul's prayers definitely worked when Abdul was praying. 1-1. We might need you to pray again, Abdul, but just one more time. Chengiz says Liverpool must score another. Draw, bro. I want to win. Let's go for a win. Yeah, Chiesa is underrated. They gave it on Pixel's screen. I can't lie. Look like a clear handball to me. Looked like a clear handball to me. They weren't able to say it was in fact a handball. Oh, is it one of those where they can't make their mind up? They can't make their mind up. How you doing, Jeffrey? Hope you're good. Abdul's praying for a win. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. If we need anything, we just need Abdul to pray. Then it will happen. Imagine a late winner, says Reluctant Gamer. That would be incredible. It would be incredible. It would be completely undeserved, but it'd be nice. Rio wins the ball back off the blonde guy. Ah, yes, Mr. Default. How you doing? How's life? How was skate? How? We've been skating around the pitch in the second half. The thing is, you might see the goal later. There was a VAR check, right, for Salah. To me, the goal should have been given. I thought it was a Salah handball, but just being honest. So basically, when you see the goal back, you'll be even more annoyed. One cry has just happened. Hopefully, another to come. Reluctant Gamer, this definitely, they've given 6 minutes, which we'll take. 3-1 Brighton. Wow, Chelsea are going to be getting rid of Maresca soon. They don't like losing too many games. They're not a patient club. How much added time? 6 minutes. Carragher, Konate or Gomez? I'd take current Carragher over Konate. Brighton cooking Newcastle. Newcastle need to up their game. Which I think they will do, to be fair. I think you've got a couple of new players. You got Voltmade, you got Elanga. I think it'll just take a bit of time. Carragher is so overrated. Yeah, he is. The thing is, I just said that deliberately because Konate's had a terrible game. Konate got subbed off, and he's put Gravenberch in defense instead. If you could be invisible for a day, what would you do? I would run onto Selhurst Park and kick the ball in the net. I mean, I'd have to get there first. Alfie J is a West Ham fan. How do you feel about Nuno? You got a new manager? He'll probably be a good manager for you, to be fair. What's Allison doing? Nothing. Three minutes left. Alfie's very happy about Nuno. Understandable after how he did at Nottingham Forest. Yeah, Potter left. I think that was today, wasn't it? Barnes, Elanga, Gordon. That abbreviates as BEG, which I hope they won't be doing. Don't score. They are let down. They're good otherwise, just lack goals. Maybe it's just a chemistry thing. I think they need to learn each other's game. And develop familiarity. And you know, is at West Ham. When did this happen? This happened this morning. After Man United faxed him a contract offer. He said, "Absolutely not. I'm not going there. I will go to any other United apart from the one with Manchester in it." And then somebody said, "How about the one in West Ham?" And they'll be like, "I'll take it." I believe that's what's happened today. How much water would you drink today? To be honest, a drink a day. To be honest, not enough. I need to start drinking a bit more. Need to start. To be honest, I don't know. I used to pedantically measure it, but not so much anymore. I tend to wake up very dehydrated. But yeah, provided it's 2 liters, that should be Enough. Real Madrid. Oh, they're losing. No, Edits is not going to like that. You are correct. Atletico 4. Julian Alvarez got another one. Nice. He left or got fired. To be honest, probably got fired. Alfie J says, yeah. Reluctant Gamer said, you streaming tomorrow? If streaming Newcastle versus Arsenal, I think is the best game. Yeah, correct on both of those. So I will be doing Newcastle Arsenal tomorrow, 4:30, I think. I shall be here in a slightly different shirt. Yeah, Alfie's loving the Nuno appointment. I wonder where Graham Potter will go. To be honest, he'll probably take a break a bit and then get some random job. Brighton 1, City 1 and Bournemouth 2, good games. Did Haaland score? He's in my Oh my god, they won 5-1. Did Haaland score? Oh nice, he got 2 goals. Okay. It's pretty good. How much added time? About 10 seconds left, to be fair. Probably to Man U. Potter got fired this morning. Ilias says 2-1. And Anthony says, oh no, Crystal Palace scored. Oh no. I'm probably going to see that now. I'm going to see Liverpool concede a last second goal. I mean, good assist by Curtis Jones, I think. Does that count towards Curtis Jones's GA? Every time we play against Crystal Palace, we always lose. They are Liverpool's bogey team. Alfie J, not particularly happy about Graham Potter, but to be honest, I think you'll be fine now with Nuno. Long throw in. Assist by Curtis Jones. To be honest, I'm not even particularly fussed. I thought the Salah. Was it Mark Gahey again? It's like, bro, what are you doing? The thing is, I thought with the Chiesa goal it was a Salah handball. But Palace is in second. I'm not even mad. Yeah, they do deserve the win. To be fair, they've been on top. 90 plus 7. And people are going to say, oh, it's 6 minutes and they scored 90 plus 7, but it's fine. To be honest, it's fine. Liverpool have nothing to complain about other than themselves. Haaland is a beast. Who do you think is the best striker in the world? I think Haaland. Yeah, I'd probably put Haaland slightly ahead, to be fair. Haaland machine. Okay, I won't go that far, Alfie. I won't say West Ham are going to finish top 4. But you've got a good manager. Palace got a late winner instead. Happy days. Sorry, my friend. That's okay. That's all good. Liverpool deserve this, to be fair. Yeah, they did. Can't really complain or moan when you kind of play like that. Deserve the loss. Kanate, Salah, McAllister need to be dropped for a game or 2. Yeah, they're just showing the replay. Takeaway tap-ins and his average. Is this Haaland? I hear what you're saying. I guess the counter would perhaps be it takes intelligence to get into those positions. But yeah, he doesn't score spectacular goals. I said making draw, they win. Nice, not far off. Yeah, I mean to be honest, they deserve this. No conspiracies or anything. Fish says bruh. Cengiz says win. Yeah. Are Liverpool still first? Oh, Liverpool are still first. I thought they would I thought they'd go down the table. My friend's upset because he supports Liverpool. Tell him he'll be okay. Tell him you're still top of the table. And Crystal Palace are second, to be fair, so they're playing a good team. Elias says, "Oh my days, it was a joke 2-1 as well." You just need to say that I'm gonna win the lottery. Say that I'm gonna win the lottery as a joke, and then we're good. Adriano from Brazil, very nice. At least you're not like most football fans, they be kicking off. End of the day, it's just football. Indeed, I'm a mature, sophisticated adult with a mature, sophisticated job. The thing is, as I always say, football doesn't really bother me that much because I'm not doing the thing. Ultimately, it's like I'm just watching. Whereas if it was a computer game, it'd be a different story. I'd be effing and blinding. And I'd probably be punching things, which I've done before. But football, it's like whatever. A Burnley player got 2 OGs. Is this the Man City game? Oh wow, 12th and 65. He almost got a hat trick. Cengiz says, nice for them, indeed. It's a good win. For my punishment, please do not do that. You already said that you were eating cat food the other day. But yeah, 2-1. Can't complain. Play rubbish. That's what you get. SH is not particularly happy, which is understandable, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, I thought in the second half, they played a lot better. A bit annoying to kind of concede that goal at the end, but it is what it is. Equally, I didn't think Liverpool's goal was like a legitimate goal. For me, that was like a clear Salah handball. So I don't know if that makes things better or worse. But it is what it is. Hopefully, they can learn from this. Palace are second. That's fantastic. They could be fourth if they keep consistency. Yeah. I mean, they had a good season last year. And they seem to have continued that form. we could conclude it's a Bilal's fault. Bilal was asking why has Nketiah not been playing for Palace? Oh my days, make him disappear. we can blame Bilal. Ikram agrees. Your time is still running. I should pause that because then people say, "Is it still going?" I'm like, "No." Cengiz says, "Nobody can match Ferguson." To be honest, these days, you probably won't see anything like that. I think the league's a lot more kind of competitive now. You've got teams like Brighton, like kind of Crystal Palace, Spurs. So it used to just kind of traditionally be the traditional top teams, but now kind of the mid-tier teams are also quite competitive. We as fans should come together to buy Kanate out of his contract. Could certainly happen. Ahmed has donated $1,000 to get Kanate out of his contract. Just watch Frimpong have the worst 10 minutes of football ever. I hear what you're saying. I think equally it's like I also kind of felt like he perhaps didn't have like enough time. He didn't have like enough time to make any sort of difference. Fish hates Eddie Nketiah and himself. Why do you hate yourself? Looked absolutely clueless. I think the first half in particular, the first half was like so bad. The first half, they just looked tired, like they just eaten like a Sunday roast and were running around after eating the Sunday roast. Second half was better, but I hope this is something that they can learn from. I think the thing is with Liverpool, eventually they do need a loss here and there, because otherwise they just start getting cocky. So hopefully that's a positive. Reluctant Gamer says SH. I think you predicted a loss. Yeah, SH did. I think SH said at the start that he had a bad feeling about this. I think that was it. Donate. Dale was also going to donate to buying Kanai out of his contract. It was a bad performance. He did take Kanai off, and then he did go Gravenberch central, which was interesting. So I think the manager was also recognizing that he wasn't really on his game. We definitely need Gehi in the January window. Yeah, I mean, he looked like he was playing with kind of added impetus and added intensity. He was the opposite to Kanate in many ways. Kanate looked half asleep, whereas what's his name, Gehi looked double awake. Alisson and Van Dijk aging like fine wine. Yeah, Alisson in particular. Alisson, I think, stopped that game from being like 7 or 8-1. There were so many kind of one-on-ones. Like Mateta had a couple of one-on-ones. A few other players had one-on-ones where Alisson just saved it. And I think if you didn't have Alisson in goal, it could have been a far worse scoreline. Will McAllister become Liverpool's set piece specialist? I mean, he doesn't really take many set pieces now, to be honest. Takes a few corners here and there, but I don't know about specialist. Ekitike will probably be happy Isak didn't score. On some level, probably, yeah. Because you'd argue they're kind of rivals for the same spot. Ekitike still could be the main man. He can be the main man if he doesn't get sent off again. But yeah, hopefully he has also learnt a lesson. Alisson did really well. I think any game where your goalkeeper is your best player, that's not a good game. That's not a good game for you. Ahmed says Kanate was awful first half. Yeah, it's terrible. Just kind of getting out-muscled by Mateta. Playing like he's half asleep. Concentration not kind of fully there. Yeah, it's not good. I guess the trouble they've got though is they're probably just going to continue to play him because they don't have they don't really have any other options because Leone's out injured, and to be honest, you're probably not going to play Joe Gomez. So I think unfortunately they're stuck in a situation where they're gonna keep on playing him. Which Liverpool player would be best at table tennis? Apparently, like Coutinho and Firmino back in the day were very good, but I don't know about these days. I know Radford, as in Rashford, good striker. He scored 2 the other day, didn't he, for Barcelona? I can't remember who they were playing. Was it Newcastle? He got 2 goals there. Megaphones in Selhurst Park, I've seen it all. But it is what it is. A deserved loss. So Liverpool first, Crystal Palace second, Bournemouth third. See if I can bring this up. City fourth, Arsenal fifth, but Arsenal have played 1 less game, and Spurs have played 1 less game. Sunderland are 8th. If Sunderland win their next game, Sunderland could be 3rd. Imagine that. But if Arsenal and Spurs win their next game, they go 2nd. Happy Chiesa is part of the Champions League squad now. Yeah, again, it's something we said a lot last year, that he's not getting many opportunities, but when he gets opportunities, he at least tries, and he seems to deliver goals. And he got another goal today, which is always good. My vertical one isn't working. Really? Maybe it just needs refreshing. It should be working. It looks okay. Looks okay to me. Yeah, it should be okay, I think. Yeah, might just be a temporary network thing. But anyway, I best depart now. It's 5:20. How is it 5:20? But yeah, be back tomorrow. Newcastle, Arsenal. So it'll be good to watch a game as a neutral. So yeah, 4:30 tomorrow. Have a nice evening, and I shall see you tomorrow. Take care, guys. Take care, Simon.